Hey guys, how we doing? Barbecue Rockstar here on a Sunday evening here in Fort Worth, Texas. Guys, we're cooking a pork shoulder on the 22-inch Weber kettle, having a nice cigar, a little bit of moonshine liquor. Welcome in. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday. It's the first StreamYard video, guys, live stream that we're doing here at the new place. So let's hang out and see what we got here. Hey, Tony, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Purple Wings. Hey, man, how are you? Good to see you. Give you guys a couple of those bad boys right there. Hope you guys are doing well, man. Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome to the new place. Hope you guys are all doing well, man. What's happening? Tony, man, I've been watching your stuff, dude. I gotta hang out with you, Tony. I got to go rock hounding with you, and I want to go four-wheeling, off-roading, overlanding in your Jeep, dude. And I love your dog, too. So I saw today, I was watching a little bit of your video when you were going up the mine road. I really enjoy those adventure off-roading videos that you do, Tony. I really appreciate that you share that with the rest of us who, typically don't get the opportunity to do stuff like that. Purple, hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a good long while. I hope that you're doing well. The weather here, guys, is absolutely beautiful. It was about 73 degrees today for a high. It is cooled off here somewhat. It's probably around 68 to 70. You've had back issues. I'm not laughing at you, Purple. I'm sorry to hear that, actually. Oh, it's 71 where you're at, Tony, out in the desert. Well, it's going to cool off out there, brother, if you're still out in the desert, man, because it's going to be, how it is out in the desert. It gets cold as soon as that sun goes down. But you're probably out west, I'm guessing, so you're still, a couple hours, my junior, so you're a couple hours earlier than I am. It is, I don't know, it's almost 6 o'clock here, I guess. Purple, tell me about your back thing, man. What's going on? Tell me what you know, what the doctors have told you. Yeah, it's 4:30, so I guess it's 5:30 here. I don't know. I don't have a clock. I don't give a shit time. So there you go. Yeah, Purple, tell me what the doctors have told you specifically about your back. What did you do to injure it? What kind of injury have you sustained? And what are they going to do going forward to give you some pain relief for that? And maybe I can give you a little bit of guidance, or at least give you, kind of share my experience with you. 2 broken vertebrae. How in the world? Oh, there's no daylight savings, Tony. Okay. How in the world did you, how did you break 2 vertebrae, Purple? I mean, I broke 1 vertebrae when I was 19 years old. I'm 50. I'll be 55 here in 3 weeks. So I've had all kinds of issues, as you guys well know. But I'm really sorry to hear that. But how did you do? You have no clue, huh? Wow, Purple. I've never met you, so I don't have any clue of your age, and I'm certainly not going to ask a lady her age. So, but I do know that as we get older, and Tony can testify to this, but Tony's in a lot better physical shape than I am. But as we do get age, we get some age on us. Our bones get more brittle and things like that. The foot last year, and now the back. Yeah, Purple did have a foot problem. You're 68, Purple. Okay. I was born in 1968. How about that? Yeah. So, boy, I'll tell you, Purple, are they going to offer you some sort of surgery, like a spinal fusion to help heal that? Or are they going to leave it alone, or what are they going to do? Have they told you? Tony, so you're a year older than me, huh, Tony? Okay, cool. But you feel 45. Hey, you're only as old as the man you feel, or woman that you feel, however you depend to look at it. Oh, so they're going to leave it alone. Okay. 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 Yeah, I didn't, my vertebrae has been broken my whole life until I just got it fused. So now the problem is when they start moving around, I've been trying to get her out camping for some time now. Yeah. Yeah, Tony. You'll have to set her up nice and comfortable. And guys, I have to apologize for the road noise. And we'll move inside here in a little bit, but I am cooking, guys. If I could show you, I'm cooking on the Weber 22-inch. The video that I'm making is sponsored. It's my first sponsored video. It's sponsored by Matheson Multimedia. So they supplied the Weber kettle grill to me. They supplied the cigars to me. They supplied the moonshine to me. They did not supply the protein, but this is going to be a sponsored video by my good friend Jody Matheson, CEO of the Matheson or the Matheson Multimedia Company. I've been trying to get her. Okay, so just got your notification. Yeah, I just put it up, Tony. I did not. I just said, what the hell? Why don't I sit out here? It's a beautiful night. Why don't I just sit out here with you guys and go live for a little bit? I just got really fast internet here at the house yesterday. I have a double high air mattress for my bed. Okay, or for your tent. Okay, cool. Purple, that'd be great. Tony hook you up for that. Yeah, guys, I just got streaming quality internet here at the house yesterday. I bought myself a 65-inch QLED TV yesterday, and I got all my streaming capabilities here at the new place. So I can now go live and not have to worry about dropouts or anything because I do have a really good AT&T Uverse internet. So I'm trying to keep up with y'all comments. So if you see me lean in, I'm still working from my phone here, guys. I've not yet bought myself a computer or a laptop. So I'm just sitting out here. Matter of fact, let me lower this down. There we go. That'll help me see it a little bit better. I may have to put my glasses on here after a while because it's the bubbles are this big, guys. So, but guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Yeah. So Tony, Purple, I'm doing a new technique here on the Weber. Did some research on YouTube's there. Y'all ever heard of YouTube? Whereby you do the snake method inside the 22-inch kettle, where you just put coal on the outside, put a couple splits of wood, and you put your protein in the middle over a water pan. And in theory, the fire burns around the protein in a very controlled manner, in a very slow manner, to where you get equal cooking all the way around. I'll tell you guys, I don't see it happening. I really don't. I think we're going to get a half-cooked pork butt that we're going to have to finish in the oven. Or I can take my van, have a mattress for it. Getting out is the main thing, sister. Okay, so y'all are talking about that. Okay, so that's cool. I will be turning on the light, and if the cars get too loud, guys, we will go inside. We won't have to worry so much about the road noise. It's just directly behind that fence behind us there. You can still see here, guys, we do have green grass here in Fort Worth, Texas. You done it, your cast iron, never tried on the grill. Yeah, man. Tony, where I live here in Fort Worth, unfortunately, I've not, excuse me, I've not yet been able to employ these services of 15 very strong people that it's going to take to move my smoker from the garage, which is where it resides now. When the movers moved me, that's where they put it. It's the only place they could put it. My driveway slopes at about a 30-degree downslope toward the street. So there's no way I can use my smoker in the garage because I don't want to burn down the house. The smoker barely fits, by the way. I had to put a floor jack and jack up the top beam of my garage door ever so slightly just to get the top of the stacks, Tony, to clear that to get in the garage. Now, when I get it out of the garage and move it out here, we're going to have to take the fence down, put the smoker back here. I'm going to have to do the same thing, jack up that beam ever so slightly, just enough for it to clear. And then these strong gentlemen are going to have to move the smoker out here. So you have no stinking grass, huh? Yeah. Well, most of this is weeds, guys. I haven't cut it in about a week, so it's really still growing. So I'm assuming it's weeds because I scout my front yard, which is all grass, and it hasn't grown a bit. So I'm assuming these are all weeds out here. I haven't looked close enough. It's where the dogs do their business. I don't ever go out there, so I hired a yard company to come by once a week or once every other week now, and mow just the backyard because it grows so much faster than the front. So whenever the grass goes dormant, of course, I won't need to do that. But anyway, so I'm relegated to cooking on this Tony, this Weber kettle tonight. Hey Matt, it's brand new. It's a brand new. That is about the 20th time today that Mustang has driven by here. I don't know where they're going, but Tony says grass grows yo 254. I don't know what that means, Tony. You can see it's getting darker. But yeah, it's loud, guys. I do apologize. There's nothing I can do about it except go inside. But I'm smoking my cigar. I'm almost done with it. So when I do that, we'll move it. We'll move this party inside. Works for Domino's. Oh, 54 degrees. Yeah. That's been getting down in the 30s, high 30s here at night, Tony. Um, but the soil temperature really is, I think, what you're talking about more than air temp. Soil temperature has to be below 54 for the grass to go dormant. Bermuda and St. Augustine here in Texas go dormant at about the same temp, which is about 55 degrees. But yeah, we're nowhere near that. We had several weeks here in Texas where it was over 100 degrees consecutively with very little rain. So um, we do have a lot of dew because of the humidity during the day warming up so quickly. And at night it gets so cool, but the humidity has been relatively high. So we do have a lot of dew, which is obviously good for the weeds back here. So, yeah. Anyway, so guys, I want to tell you, I pretty much retired since last time I spoke with you guys. I did my budget for the upcoming year and just decided that I will still do some consulting for my company, but I basically handed my company off to my subcontractors, people that have helped me make a living for the last 25 years of my life. I'm slowly basically giving them my company that I built with these two hands in this back that's all broken. But yeah, so I'm going to just do consulting and too hot for grass. Purple, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm actually in Watauga, Texas, which is a suburb of Fort Worth. I was living in Carrollton last time I saw you guys, and then I moved to Keller with my girlfriend. My girlfriend and I decided to break up and still remain very good friends. Spoke with her yet this morning. But I'm back single again now, guys, which is pretty much how I thrive. Yeah, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas. Yes, of course, guys. But so now I'm out in Fort Worth, living now with just myself and the two dogs out here. And yeah, so enjoying life, man. Retirement has been very good to me so far. I've been getting my teeth fixed. I went to the dentist twice last week, had debridements done, pockets measured, found out I have to have 2 molars in the back replaced with implants. So that's coming up starting on Wednesday. I go Wednesday and I go Friday for 2 extractions. And then they have to go in and make mock-ups of the implants and then get those ordered out and bring them back in where they would drill into my jawbone and place those 2 implants. So 16-hour drive. Good Lord, Tony. So where I didn't watch your video very closely. I was doing like some prep stuff for the pork roast earlier today. Are you in Arizona? Are you in New Mexico? Where are you? Now, granted, it's 12 hours from here to El Paso, so or 11 hours. So Yuma, Arizona. Okay, cool. Guys, let me turn on the lights, okay? It's getting pretty dark pretty quick, so I'll be right back. Let me turn on the lights. Okay, guys, much better. I just checked the temperature. We're cooking right at 250 degrees on the Weber. Guys, I just don't have any kind of confidence that that pork butt's going to cook all the way through. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Yuma is close by the border down there, isn't it? Yeah. And Purple, remind me again, you live where, Purple? I cannot remember. Um, yeah, Weber's, man. I've been cooking on them literally since I was 10 or 11 years old, guys. I started cooking at a very young age because my dad was a pilot and he was gone a lot. And when he was home, he always cooked steaks on the Weber, chicken on the Weber. And whenever he wasn't home, it was my job to cook outdoors for the family. My mom, my dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, and myself. So cooked a turkey once on the Weber. Wow. Okay, cool. I've cooked a lot on the Weber, like proteins, like over an open fire. You're in the Seattle area. Okay. Gotcha, Purple. Thank you for that. But yeah, guys, this 9-pound pork shoulder, there's no way it's going to cook all the way through. There's just no way. Just ain't going to happen. I can tell you right now, if it does, I'll pay somebody $100, but it just ain't going to happen. So I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, Tony and Purple. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I cannot see how many are in the chat, guys. For some reason, StreamYard is only showing me half a window, so I don't see how many are in. And I don't know. I don't see any wrenches next to y'all's names. So it's been so long since I've been on. I had to re-register with StreamYard. So I don't think you guys are still mods. I'll have to reassign you mod positions if you want. Patience, young one, patience. I don't have much patience, man. I need to that's why I decided to take early retirement. I am the youngest person in the D's household to ever retire, fully funded. You're still mods? Okay, that's cool, Tony. I can't, like I said, I cannot see purple wrenches. I'm on the comments on StreamYard, guys, but I don't see. Oh, did you really, Tony? You retired at 50. Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, if I didn't have a gambling problem, I would probably retire at 50. But look, man, losing a couple of million a year at the casinos doesn't help, right? So, whatever. Guys, I'm going to go in and get my bathrobe. I am cooking in my pajamas. Okay. I wasn't earlier. I had my apron on and all that, but I am in my doggy pajamas. Purple. I think you'll get a kick out of that. Little doggies on my pajamas. Tony, let me go get my and Purple. Let me go get my bathrobe on because it might chilly, and I'll be right back. Okay. Plus, I need to freshen my drink, so I'll be right back. Fancy that? Hey, how are ya? Okay, fancy that. Before I go in and get warmed up with my cozy house coat, let me just say something. A pork shoulder is the most forgiving protein you can cook. And the reason for that is it is just laden with fat and connective tissue. You cannot screw it up. If you cook it to an internal temperature of 200 degrees, you've done it correctly. Other than that, there are no rules. You can cook it in foil in your oven, and as long as it reaches 200 degrees internal, away from the bone, if it's a bone in, measure it 3 or 4 different places. You've done it correctly. It is the easiest protein you can cook. Seriously, literally, it is the easiest protein you can cook, other than maybe shrimp. Shrimp take 3 minutes. Pork shoulders take a lot longer, depending on their size. So, yeah, just cook it. That's right, Tony. Rub it down with whatever kind of aromatics that you enjoy, fancy, and just cook it. Cook it the way you want it to taste. Cook it at 200 degrees internal. Yes, Purple. It is dropped. You can see we have a beautiful sunset behind us, guys. It's not as vibrant as it's been in the past. We generally get what we call cotton candy skies here, but today it's not quite as brilliant. But yeah, it's cold. So let me go get my little house robe on. Don't be judging, Tony. I know you're gonna laugh at me, think I look funny, but I look funny for a living, bro. Fresh up my drink, guys. I'll be right back. So please talk amongst yourself, guys. I'm glad that you're here. Lobster, lobster. Oh, I love lobster. Now, lobster is a little bit more temperamental than shrimp. Shrimp are so easy. 3 minutes. I don't care how you cook it, as long as you got a boiling medium, whether you're steaming it, boiling it, frying it, grilling it, whatever. 3 minutes, you're done. I don't care what size shrimp they are, unless they're little bitty ones. Shrimp are the easiest things to cook. Yeah, you're right, Tony. It does. So let me go get changed over, guys. I'll be right back. Hold the phones. Yeah, you know what, guys? If I had a choice between crab, I don't care what kind of crab it is, Dungeness crab, blue crabs, or lobster, I'll take the crabs. Um, Lobster's okay, but I just have to be in the mood for it. But crab, I can eat it even in my sleep. I love it so much. I'm snacking. Excuse me, I've got a mouthful. I'm snacking on prosciutto di Parma from Italy, a little Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy, and a little bit of salame from Italy as well. So I'm having that. I've got wine in there. I've got moonshine out here, and I got bottled water right here. So we're living a good life so far. Oh, look, now I could see. We've got 3 watching, so now I can see. Yeah, Tony, there is, oh, actually, Purple, there's a lot of seafood companies up in the Washington area that will ship fresh seafood straight to your door, not frozen, but fresh. You want to go inside? Okay. And I'm looking into getting some of those giant fresh king crab legs sent to me uh, that they get out there. I guess it's Puget Sound or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what bay areas y'all have out there, but you need to turn your gas to charcoal again. A charcoal grill. You know, gas is definitely more efficient and it's quicker and it's easier. But man, there's no flavor better than charcoal and wood, in my opinion. Guys, I'm gonna go get my glasses because my neck is really craning. So sorry, forgive me. One more time, I gotta go get my glasses. I can't read these comments. Okay, guys, I'm back. I really can't see it any better than I could before. I really cannot see in these glasses. Yeah, so Purple, what you can do is get a smoking box. You can buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's that are made out of cast iron. Put you some wood chips in there, put the lid back on, light it up, and you've got an instant smoking thing. Or you can do foil packets with some wood chips in it. Do not soak your wood chips like they say to on the directions. Don't do it. I don't know why they tell you to do that. The flavor is always better when it burns pure and clean and dry. I don't know why they would ever tell anybody to uh, moisten or soak their wood chips in advance. I started out doing that way, and it's just so bass backwards. Wood always tastes better when it burns when it's at about 22% relative humidity to 18%, somewhere in there. Yeah, Tony, I've cooked bacon on my grill before, eggs, pancakes, you name it. Yeah, fire that wood, Tony says, guys. Fire that wood. Yeah. I know I look crazy with glasses, huh? People say I look smarter, but there's no helping me. I'm a dummy. That's right, Purple. You can cook anything. And you know, with Tony being out there and you know, being what do you call it, Tony, when you're out there, Alfrontera, you don't even need a grill to cook. You know, as long as you have a hole dug in the ground or a fire, you just get a little something over the top, put your meat on there just on a stick in the fire. I mean, it's so primitive. You know, you don't even need a grill to cook. Trumpet Master, happy Sunday to you, my brother. Boom and fucking boom, bro. What's up? So, Luis, I'm doing a video as I'm cooking this pork butt on the Weber kettle. I'm doing the snake method with B&B lump charcoal with splits of Texas post oak. First time ever smoking a pork shoulder, bone-in pork shoulder on the Weber kettle, Luis. And I screwed up. I forgot the name of your channel. I mentioned you by name, and I could not remember your channel name. So I'm going to have to go in and post edit. I've typed in Trumpet Master. I can't read with these glasses on. Eating is good, better food, a must. LOL. Yeah, so Luis, I was just saying that in the video that I'm doing right now, I'm doing video also while I do this live stream with you guys. Man, I don't think this method's going to work, dude. You know, I'm doing the snake method all the way around, right? On the outside only, water pan in the middle. It's a pie plate, right? Left over from Thanksgiving. Filled with water. I've used 2 tumbleweeds to get the coals started. The coals are lit, right? Starting here, and it's going to go all the way around. Well, the vent, obviously, at the bottom is all the way open, Luis. Vent on the top is all the way open. Heat is here. Vent is here. So I'm cross-drawn like I'm supposed to. Dude, it's at about 250 degrees. Brother, I don't think this thing's going to cook all the way through. I really don't. Yeah, man, I'm loving the new place, Luis. I really am. Yeah, I've never done this. I've never smoked any protein on a Weber kettle. I was just telling Purple and Tony and Fancy that I've been cooking on a Weber kettle literally since I was 9 or 10 years old. You know, my dad would go off on missions in the Army and be gone for weeks on end. We grew up on Army bases, and we always had a grill. We always had a Weber. You know, not a knockoff. They didn't even have knockoff brands back then. They had these little cheap, you know, rectangular shaped grills, and then they had the Webers. That's really all you had. And you had this blue gel sterno looking stuff. That was your lighter fluid. They didn't have liquid lighter fluid. They had this gel stuff. Hold on. Come on. And so I've been cooking, Luis, a long time on a Weber, but I've never smoked on one. And I watched a bunch of videos. A lot of our contemporaries that have done it successfully, cooked a pork butt all the way through. I don't see this one's going to happen. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm using B&B lump charcoal, which, as we know, burns hotter than briquettes, burns longer than briquettes. And I've got a fair amount of it on the outside wall of the grill. but rotate the grill. So yeah, I'm going to rotate the rack, right? So that um, different parts of the pork butt get cooked. But in theory, you don't even have to do that because the heat travels all the way around. But look, I've got two splits in there, one on this side, one on that side of post oak, very dense, very heavy, very dry wood. I bought at Academy. I don't think we've got enough heat in there to even smolder that wood. It's such a heavy, dense wood. But when I put my hand over the vent, the exhaust vent, it is hot, and the thermometer reads 250 degrees, but I don't trust it. It's a big piece of meat in the middle. It was only sat out of the fridge for like 30 minutes before I put it on the grill, so it's not warm enough internally yet. It's going to take forever. So I'm assuming I'm going to have to finish another 5 hours of this cook in the oven because I don't think it's going to get done, and I don't think it's going to have much smoke on it. Oh, really? Pine pitch? Yeah, man. The sap, right, Tony? That's what you're talking about. You're talking about pitch. You're talking about sap, fat wood, that kind of thing. I used to know all that when I was in Boy Scouts growing up in Alabama. So, Luis, how are you, man? I haven't spoken to you on the phone in a while, brother. I hope all's going well. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. In my video, you guys will see that Tony, I mentioned you by name. Uh, uh, Luis, I mentioned you by name, but I forgot your channel's handle, unfortunately. So I'll go in and edit that in text, so you'll see it on there. I feel like an idiot, Luis. You're one of the people I've talked to for the longest time, so apologize for that in advance. But yeah, man, I'm loving retirement life, man. My birthday's coming up at the end of the month. I'll be 55 years old. I didn't think I was going to live this long, guys. To be honest with you, living the kind of life I've lived, being a Marine and being in bar fights and just doing stupid shit when I was younger, eating glass. And now I'm going to the dentist, having all my teeth fixed. And then I get both hips need to be replaced. They can't do that till they get the teeth fixed. So yeah, man, oh, you're making resin. Okay, cool. Getting ready for Christmas. I know it's one after the other, isn't it, man? It's one after the other. Yeah. I decided this year, though, with all the expenses of starting over in a new house, I just bought a TV. I was telling the guys I just bought a TV yesterday. I just got streaming quality internet from Uverse, AT&T Uverse in the house, which is allowing me to stream with you guys tonight. I just assembled it and got it hooked up yesterday. I set up my TV and started streaming Netflix last night. And I thought, well, I'm going to be out here all night with this stupid pork shoulder. I thought I'd go live for a little while and say hi to you guys. But I'm doing a video also, Luis, that you'll get to see um, me setting up the snake form in the grill there and how I season the pork shoulder, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, that's about it. Smoking a cigar, drink a little moonshine. I got a bottle of wine in there. I'm eating a little prosciutto di Parma, a little Parmesan Reggiano, a little cotto salami in there, and hanging out with the dogs. I babysat Purple. You'll get a kick out of this. I was doggy sitting my buddies. The guy that's sponsoring the video that's coming out. He asked me to watch his two dogs. Their son had a Boy Scout firearms live fire this weekend up in Oklahoma, and he asked me if I would watch his two dogs for them. So I've been doggy sitting since Thursday. This afternoon's been my first time. Who am I missing? Smoking Barbecue. Hey man, how are you? Good to see you in. Thanks for joining us. Thank you guys. If I missed you in the chat, I'm very sorry. I'm having a hard time seeing. I'm on my iPhone, guys, and the bubbles are about this big, and I'm trying to get my glasses to see all the text as they come up. But I'm not on a iPad. I'm not on a computer screen, so please forgive me. My video screen it's an iPhone 11, so it's it's not that big. So I'm doing the best I can. But I really appreciate you guys being in here, guys. The main thing I wanted to express to y'all in this live stream is that after much deliberation, I've decided that I'm not going to put much more effort into my gambling channel that I had set up. I've decided that now, since I'm going to be living on a limited income, I'm going to not do any more gambling, or at least not high limit gambling like I've been doing. I am going to go back and archive in my archives. I'm going to upload all my gambling videos that I've done for the last 2 or 3 years onto the channel. But just in going forward, I'm not going to be doing any high stakes gambling anymore. It's just not. To be honest with you guys, I've lost. Well, I've won about 2.1 million a year for the last 3 years on average, but I've lost 2.3 million. So I've lost about $200,000 a year of my own money. And so it's, although it's been a good way for me to make big chunks of money, 50, 80, $100,000 at a time, I found that instead of keeping that money, I just gamble it all back. So what's the point, right? What's the point? I'm spending a shitload of money and wear and tear on my truck, which is already 22 years old. Driving to the casino and back. It's a lot of time away from the house, and I've got my house set up here the way I want it. I just decided I'm going to instead, guys, dump a lot more effort and time and money into this channel. I will be buying a computer system, a pretty high-end computer system with microphone, podcast mics, different cameras. So when I do my cooks, I'll have different POVs, right? I'm going to step it up a notch. I've decided it's going to be an investment because I enjoy it. I don't care if I get one more subscriber or not. I really don't. My channel has not grown. Right? Smoking, right? When you lose that much money, it doesn't take too many years till you figure it out. Like, oh shit, that ain't working. But guys, I am gonna just do more cooks for you guys, and if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. But it's just something that I enjoy doing. It's very cathartic for me, very therapeutic, and it allows me just to be at home, which is what I want to do. I may enclose this back patio in for the winter months with some down batting, clear plastic. I don't know. Wait, over there. I smell something. I'll get to that in a minute. But I am going to somehow enclose this in where I can do more live streams out here for more live cooks. Nickel and dime cards. Yeah, that's the smart way to do it, Tony. That really is. The reason you see me going, guys, I believe, Luis, we have hit the first split of Posto. I always brag to everybody on my channel that I don't need meat thermometers. I don't need, I don't need to know my internal temp. I can smell it. I have this giant nose, right? This big American native Indian nose for a reason. I can smell where I'm at in my cook. And I believe, guys, we have just hit the first of the 2 splits of post oak. I can smell it. It has a distinctive smell that when you first hit it and it starts smoldering, you can smell that sweetness that you get. And I'm quite sure. Now I'm going to take you with me right now, as soon as I set down my cigar. And we're going to look at this together. I'm going to try to angle the camera down. I've got you on a tall tripod right now, so I'm going to try to angle it the best I can. And we're going to see if I'm correct or not. But I do believe we've hit the split. But again, guys, we don't have enough heat in there. It's not going to ignite. If it smolders at all, we'll be very, very fortunate. But I do believe we've hit it because I can smell it trying to combust. So come with me if you will, guys, and let's just see if I know what the hell I'm talking about or not. Let's check our temperature first, okay, guys? Set the cigar down. And please forgive the camera shaking, guys, because I'm doing this one-handed. Now we are down to 200, a little over 200, guys, so that's not going to get it done. But if you guys will look real close, there is starting to see smoke coming out of the vent. the exhaust vent right here. If you can see that, I don't know, because you do have backlight. Perhaps you can see that smoke coming up. That's the first time we've seen smoke. So the lump charcoal, it has not been, see if I can, yeah, you guys should be able to see the smoke rising. I guarantee you we've hit the split. And we have, guys, we've hit the split. Okay, you can see how much of the snake has burned. And it is burning pretty thoroughly. We have hit the split barely. Luis, there's your pork shoulder. Okay. Here's your other split. Okay, we've got our charcoal going all the way around the perimeter. And of course, yes, we have hit the split. So hopefully, guys, the temperature will rise, because at 200 degrees, that is not going to cook a pork shoulder, as we all know. So, having said that, the nose knows, guys. Deliciousness, Trumpet Master says. What else? Looks like it's working very nicely. 3 hours per pound. I don't really know, Tony. I'll be honest. I know a lot about cooking, or at least I'd like to think I do, but I don't do it by hours per pound. I just don't. I don't use instant read thermometers. I've had a couple of companies reach out to me wanting me to buy their product on Amazon, do a review, and then they will cut me a check for any money that I was out. I decided, and Luis, you and I've talked about this on the phone. I decided not to do that for two reasons. Number one, you're not gonna gain any sales by, soliciting barbecue channels to go buy your product on Amazon. If you want to send something out, you want to sponsor a video, then that's cool. But I'm not going to go buy your product and have it sent to my house and do a, what if you don't like what I've got to say about your product? Are you still going to reimburse me? I mean, that's just a chicken shit way of doing business. I don't do it, temperature versus how many pounds per hour, Tony. I just have enough. I guess it's just I have enough experience. I know what my temperature, my cooking temperature needs to be. I know what my internal temperature needs to be at the end. I never check it. I don't have an instant read thermometer any longer. I had a Thermopin and it took a shit on me. So I just decided I'm not going to reinvest in one. I don't need one. My nose can tell me where I'm at during the cooking process. And when this concludes itself, when this product, or when the charcoal, when all that burns now we're getting a little bit better smoke now, guys. That's encouraging. But when all this burns down, there's nothing left. I guarantee you 100%, I'll bet $100 to whoever, first three people that want to take me on this bet. This pork butt does not cook internal temp 200 degrees set up this way, the way I've got it. It just will not happen. And I'm only not even an hour into this cook and I'm already making that prediction. It's not going to happen. I've saw 10 videos yesterday where it did happen for them. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's not going to work that way. We're not going to have that success on this cook. I can tell you already. Fine. Give me a little bit of smoke and let me finish it in the oven. I'm cool with that. I do about 2 hours per pound, 175 to 200. Really? Okay. I test products the way I feel, even if they give it to me. Yeah, look, I'm still going to be honest. I'm going to give an honest review, and there will be conversations. I'm still a very small channel, so nobody's going to invest in me, and I get that, right? I get that. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I get that too. That's cool in the game, man. People that like me are going to watch me. People that don't like me are going to say, fuck you, Deez, you suck. Hey, that's fine too, man. I don't care. What I care about is trying to be honest with people, give them my experience. I've been doing this a long time, guys. I've seen all these channels pop up, all these young up and comers, and Goldie's Barbecue, just to name one barbecue company, rated the best barbecue in Texas last couple of years. Bullshit. Jerby, you're a great guy. You're a kid though, dude. I've been cooking longer than you've been alive. John, you're a sweetheart, but I'm just telling you guys, I love your business model. I love the way you guys started, but no, you're not the best barbecue in Texas. You're not going to beat somebody like Pecan Lodge, for example. You're not going to beat someone like Hutchins Barbecue. Yeah, and again, who's better? That's subjective, right? That's the best barbecue. According to whom? According to whom? You know, who says you're the best or not? It doesn't matter. Tony, I would say just do it anyway, bro. If you know it's something to do, it's content for your channel. You found that Peckin Porter, huh, Luis? Outstanding, my brother. Outstanding. Kudos to you, baby. Kudos to you. But guys, look, so here's the deal. I don't care if I get one more subscriber this coming year. I am going to invest in my channel. I'm going to give you guys more camera angles. I'm going to give you better editing. I'm going to get some software. We're going to start doing thumbnails. I was going to not do all that. But guys, I got something to say, right? And my way of saying it, it's just like when I'm in there playing guitar. Not everybody's going to love what I'm doing. I do it for me. And if you like it, great. If you don't like it, that's great too. I'm not mad at you. If you don't like the way I cook, or if you don't like the way I talk, you don't like the way I look, I'm not mad. I want you to tell me what you think. I want to see comments in the description box, because that's how YouTube pushes out my videos. And guys, it's 600 and I don't know, 600 and something subscribers I've been stuck at for a year. You know, I just don't think that, I don't think I'm growing. I know I'm not. Let's have a Peckin Port. By golly, I'll go get some, Luis. I'll tell you what, I'll surprise you. I'll go get a variety of beers, Luis. I'll turn you on to some new stuff. I'm loving that Pantalones product. Not the Pantalones tequila from Matthew McConaughey, but the Pantalones beer here in Dallas. They've got 5 or 6 different flavors. I think I turned you on to that before, Luis. It's good stuff. But I'll get that porter that I turned you on to. Yeah, we'll have different ones. And you know, I've been meaning to jump on yours, dude, but I've been so busy moving, and quite honestly, I went through a little bout of depression there halfway through the year. I was in so much pain. It was debilitating. So Purple, if you're still in this chat, Purple, I was in so much pain that even with the meds, meds were making me sleep till 3 p.m. and I was getting up and I was back in bed by 6 p.m. So I didn't have a lot of time to be on people's lives. I didn't feel presentable enough to be out in public. So thank you, Purple. I'm glad you're still with us, sweetheart. I just didn't feel presentable. I didn't feel like I had anything valuable to say to anybody. I was not in my most positive mindset, but I am now, guys. I'm settled into where I need to be at this stage of my life. I'm very happy now. Still in a shitload of pain, and I'm going to continue to be in a shitload of pain, and that's just part of the deal. But I'm learning now through my therapy with my therapist, pain management therapist, that it's just something I'm going to have to live with. You know, it's just something I'm going to have to live with, and I just got to be okay. I got to embrace it, and you know, and be one with it, right? Be one with it. Like I don't like the world we live in currently. I can't change it, but I can change. Hopefully, I can change somebody that's watching this live tonight. Hopefully, I can change. Let me say this, Purple, for example. I hope that I can say something tonight that lifts your spirits. Luis, I hope I can say something that gives you something to think about for the next time you go live. Tony, I hope that I make you laugh at some point, Tony, because you always make me laugh, Tony. You're a funny dude. And, you know, guys, I feel like I'm back in the saddle. If my channel grows, it grows. If it doesn't, you know, if I got my first sponsored video, the video I'm making tonight from a multi media company. Yeah, Tony, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that that's the case, Tony. Oh, were you really, Luis? Hopefully you weren't saying anything nice, because I don't like when people say nice shit about me. Oh, look out, Junior. Oh, I'll take a smoke. And it doesn't even light. Damn. So, guys, we are getting better smoke over there, so I know that we hit the split. That's right, Tony. It's for you and your friends. Yeah. Tony, you're not growing. excuse me for saying this, Tony, but you're my friend, and I feel like you and I have a relationship where we can be honest. Your channel isn't growing like it should. Your production values have come up tremendously, Tony. I'm going to give you props right here, right now, for all 7 people watching. Your production value has come way up. Your content, the stuff that you actually talk about, has been more interesting than it used to be. I'm going to give you props. That's why I shared you out on my community page not long ago, because I think more people need to watch your content. You take us places that we're never going to get to see. And so I appreciate you, Tony, for that very much. And when I call you Tony Zamboni, again, there's no disrespect intended there, Tony. That is just because I like you a lot, and I want you to laugh. That's right, Purple. I do too, Tony. But you have improved, and so I want to give you props. Luis, your channel has improved dramatically. I love your show, the Bro Show or whatever you call it. It's freaking hilarious. That guy with the, I got to be honest, your buddy with the 3D glasses, I was very unimpressed at first, because I was like, come on, dude, take those off at some point. You're driving in a car, you're eating barbecue, take that shit off. But now it's his shtick, right? So it's who he is. It's his character. So I dig it. I dig it. Yeah. So guys, I am going to invest in the channel, and whoever gets it, gets it. Whoever does it, does it. And you know what? I'm done caring at this point. I do it for me and mine, right? Just like Tony said, I do it for me and mine. Luis, you and I have had very, 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 very deep conversations about this subject over the phone, and I really appreciate your input about sponsorships primarily. I kind of got a little butthurt about it, I mean, dude, I'm John Dees. How come people haven't reached out to me? People in the local music community here think that I'm some sort of hero, guitar hero or musician hero. Half the community thinks I'm the best thing in the world. The other half thinks I suck. But you know what? I've got an identity. On YouTube, I've got no identity. And it was bothering me, Luis. I was like, how come no one's trying to reach out and sponsor me? But I don't care anymore. I know who I am. I'm very, very, very confident and comfortable with who I am. I want to hear you sing, Purple. I do. Okay, well, I'll check it out, Louise. Thank you very much. Purple, I know that you've reached out to me and you said, hey, come check out Dez's channel or somebody else's channel you were at one time and you were singing. I want to check that out. Something that I've been doing here lately is I've been working on my singing as well, because the new band I'm in, which is not a Guns N' Roses tribute any longer, although I do own a U.S. patent for the name of my band, Rocket Queen DFW, with own the name. The new band I'm in is a Creed tribute band where we just do Creed songs. And we will start to play out live around April or May of 24. Like I said, some people are going to love the band, other ones aren't, but we don't care. We're doing it for us, right? The people that love us are going to come sponsor us and help us out. The other ones aren't, so that's fine. My dogs went in and out. I'm so sorry, guys. Please excuse me. Come on, go on in there. But so I've been working on my vocals here lately, because I will be singing. I will be singing more in this band, and I'm going to be doing live karaoke here in Dallas, Fort Worth. We have what's called Rockstar Karaoke. Hey, Jerry, how are you, man? Give me a couple. Hold on a second. Let's give. Jerry, I'm getting 2 of them bad boys. What? How you doing, Boxcar Jerry? How you doing, man? Long time no see, man. But what we have here out in several bars here around town, guys, is we have what's called Rockstar Karaoke, where you actually have a backline band, right? A backing band who play live instruments. And Deb's wood burning 8:30 most Friday, Saturday nights. Okay, Purple. I'll check out Deb's wood burning. I'm not on her channel, I don't think. I've been good, Jerry. Thank you very much, man. Welcome in. But so yeah, so we have a live band that plays. They know about 100 songs, and they give you a list. You pick one of those songs, you get up there and you sing to a live band versus karaoke, which is just tracks, right? So we play to a live band, and I've been working on a lot of Alice in Chains vocals. Luis, I'm still trying to find time to work up the song that you asked me for on guitar. Uh, it's just I've got so many more in front of you yet still that I may just bump you ahead and surprise you one day and just and work up that song you wanted me to work up. It is a great song. I'm not going to tell you anybody what it is until I do it. You'll know it when it comes out. Okay, everybody's saying hi to everybody. So yeah, singing is going to be more of a thing for me this coming year. I always thought my voice sucked, even in my old band, because I couldn't hear myself. I didn't have in-ear monitors. I didn't trust my vocal range, my octave, my scales. I wasn't following the scales like I should. And now I'm doing a better job at that. So smoking cigars doesn't help, by the way, but I'm using a throat lozenge before I go up there. It's opening up my nasal passages and my throat. It's getting some of that mucus out, and it's helping me to hold notes longer. And who is Dee Dee, by the way? I don't see who is Dee Dee. Only music I can make. Who is Dee Dee? Is that Devil Dog? Is he in the house? We got eight people. Devil Dog, hey buddy, how are you? Hoorah! What's going on, my brother man? How you doing? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Devil Dog, I hope you and your wife had a beautiful Thanksgiving, man. I haven't talked to you in a long time. I know you're still out there doing the thing, doing the deal. I was just telling everybody else that in 24, I'm going to put a little push together, get some editing software for my channel. It's going to be more cooking based. It's going to be more going out watching live bands, recording some of those live shows for you guys, and mine was great. Thank you very much, Devil Dog. Mine was great. It was a great Thanksgiving. We did a Cajun fried turkey. I put that on my community channel and my Facebook channel. We also did a smoked prime rib on a pellet grill. I mean, it was okay, but pellet grills, guys, you're never going to get me to, I just can't get on board with it. I mean, they smell great when they're cooking, but man, there's no smoke flavor. There's no, it's not the same. It's just not the same. And they had competition blend cherry and pecan pellets they were using for the prime rib. 6 total, 4 girls and 2 girls. But yeah, man, I just, and Luis, nothing against you, man, and nothing against anybody, man. I can't get behind those pellet grills. It's like a gas grill and you're trying to throw some pellets in there, For me, that's kind of what it equates to, but I got to get rid of these glasses. I can't see any better. Plus, it's cheating. I don't know if it's cheating. It's another way of cooking, and I'm all for that. But I actually cooked on one on Thanksgiving. And my friend, the same guy that's sponsoring the video, Jody Matheson with Matheson Multimedia, he was about to burn his house down because he was going to, when he's doing his fried turkey, he was going to fill the fryer vessel with water, put the turkey in there and measure and get his line with water in there. And I said, dude, why are you going to use water? Water and grease, you're going to blow the house up, dude. Now, we were doing this in his kitchen. No, I'm just kidding. We weren't doing it in his kitchen, but he was going to use water to, it takes skills and hard work to smoke it right. That's right. You're right. And it takes a lot of time and patience. And it takes wood, guys. WOOD, wood, trees. God made trees. God didn't make pellets. Some guy over in China figured that shit out, didn't they? But yeah, man, he was going to use water. So I was like, dude, you're never going to get all the water out of that turkey. You may dry that big, frying vessel out and get all the water out. You're never going to get all the water out of that turkey. You're going to put grease in there. You're going to heat that grease up, right? Once you get your line, which you think is your line, you're going to dump that turkey that's still wet, even though you dried it off paper towels. You're never going to get all the water out of there. Then you're going to, boom, you could have a grease fire. Or you're, at the very least, you're going to have a lot of nasty splattering. I said, here's what we're going to do. Put the turkey in there. Put the turkey in there with the cavity down. So with the neck up, cavity down. Then I took this 3 gallon of peanut oil and I dumped the peanut oil in there, and I had to use another half of another one. Okay, there's our line. He says, well, John, the oil doesn't come all the way up to the top of the turkey neck. I said, it doesn't need to. Well, what do you mean? I don't want any exposed areas. I said, just trust me. We yanked the turkey out. We held it over the vat for 20 minutes. Got as much of that oil to come off that turkey as we could. We set it over on a drying rack. We turned on the fire and boom, boom, all those BTUs. Heated up the oil, got it up to 320 degrees. We slowly dumped that turkey into that grease. And wouldn't you know, as soon as it started to fry with the bubbles, it covered the turkey exactly the way I wanted it to. So Jody, who's Mr. Know-It-All, and I know he's going to watch this video that's coming out. I actually allude to it in the video coming out. He's like, I actually learned something. I said, if you'll listen to me, you'll learn a lot more than that. I've been cooking a long time. I've fried turkeys a million times. But I got to tell you something. Jody, he injected the turkey with Tony Sastry's Cajun butter. And I got to tell you, it's probably one of the best turkeys I've ever eaten. Okay. I actually preferred it to a smoked turkey. The flavor was perfect. He cooked it exactly the way I wanted him to. I was there for every second of both cooks. We both did it together, and it came out perfectly. The family loved it. Had a bunch of people over, and it was a great time. Had some really good wine that night, too. Trees. We have stinking trees here. I know you do, Tony. Yeah, Louise. Cajun fried turkeys are like fried chicken. I know you love fried chicken. I know you do. If you love fried chicken, you'll love fried turkey even more. You got to inject, and you've got to really hit it. You've got to hit it. When you think you've hit it enough, you go back and hit it that same amount of times with your needle again. Don't use those little bitty bullshit needles you buy at the Kroger or the H-E-B. You go to Academy, you buy one of those big ones, and you go all the way to the bone. You slowly pull it out, slowly, and get streaks of that Cajun butter all in there. Now, you will have, because you have so much Cajun butter in there. Now, here's the thing. You want to let it air dry on the countertop because you want that turkey to kind of get not quite room temp, but you want the inside of that turkey to really be not cold. Now, when you go ahead and inject that turkey, Louise, set it on a drying rack. Some of that will purge back out because that muscle will go back and it'll purge out some of that. You just dry off that Cajun butter that's going to come out of those weep holes, okay? Then you lower it down and you will get a little bit of splatter, but it won't be very much because there's not a lot of water in it. Yeah, Jody. A garlic butter mix, that's great too. Anything, you could use beef stock, chicken stock, turkey stock, vegetable stock. You use anything. I don't like something that's really thin. I like something that's a thicker butter base. The less amount of moisture you can have in it, the better. Because remember, water and oil don't mix, especially at 325 degrees, guys. And by the way, most people say, I'm going to get my peanut oil up to 350 degrees. Don't do that. Do not do that. The flash point of peanut oil is 335 to 350 degrees. Flash point, which means you will have a fire. And guys, you don't want to try to have to put out a grease fire when you have 5 gallons of peanut oil burning. Okay, you really don't, because you just ruined your turkey at that point. Okay, putting a lid over it may or may not extinguish it. It may blow that lid 20 feet in the air. I don't know, but you don't want to have a flashover. I can promise you that. Yeah, no water at all. That's correct, Tony. So many people want to put their turkey in there and measure their line with water. That's an added step you don't need to use. You're going to use oil to cook it in. Use oil to get your level. and go about that far below the top part of your turkey. Because as everything heats up and expands, that oil is going to expand. It's going to rise. Your level's going to rise. You don't want any extra, because remember, those bubbles are constantly bubbling for 40 minutes or however long it takes. I think it took us like 32 minutes to cook our turkey, 35 minutes. Safety is the number one thing, man. We had cardboard underneath, our fryer. We made sure that we're way out away from the house. We kept a bag of sand, dirt. Actually, it was a dirt sand mix. We kept that over there in case something did go wrong. We could actually dump dirt on it, and we'd have to say goodbye to the turkey at that point. But we had a way to extinguish the fire. That's non-chemical. You can always, if you wanted to, take that turkey out and rinse it off and get the dirt off of it, and you could eat it. But luckily, we had no problems. It is the most dangerous thing you'll do when you're cooking. Really and truly, frying a turkey is very, very dangerous. It's not for everybody. It takes a long time to master. I've done them a long time. It's not my favorite way to cook a turkey, but it is my favorite way to eat a turkey, if that makes any sense. It has the best flavor. It has the best. And that turkey I was eating it 3 days later, guys. And normally after Thanksgiving, I'm done with turkey. I might have one sandwich the next day on a smoked turkey. Then it starts getting dry, and then you got to dump it into some, turkey broth or some au jus to reconstitute it. With this fried turkey, we didn't have to, because the frying gets all those pectins. It's all about that pectin, baby. It gets all that stuff to release into the fibers, which gets them to expand. And because you're cooking at such a high temperature, because you're not cooking a turkey, you're not smoking a turkey at 325. Okay. So you're not going to get it that hot. You're not going to get those corpuscles to pop and swell up like you will when it's frying. And then when you take it out of the oil, it starts cooling. It will come back in on itself a little bit, those little pores or whatever you want to call them inside the muscle. But for the most part, they're going to stay like that. And that's why people that make good fried chicken, there's a secret to that. And they're getting those proteins to coagulate inside the muscles, keeping those muscles more plump. Thereby, a day or 2 or 3 days later, as long as you keep the air off of it from your refrigerator, which is a food dehydrator for y'all that don't know. I'll say that again in English. For y'all that don't know, your freezer and your refrigerator are great food dehydrators. So if you ever want to get the moisture out of something, put it in there unwrapped, and you'll get the moisture out of it over time. Keep it wrapped up airtight, guys, and you will, 3 or 4 days down the road, you'll still be. That turkey has such a great flavor. But again, not my favorite method to cook, because it is dangerous. It's always been about the Madwood. Is that Terry? What's going on, Madwood Barbecue? Buddy boy, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Give you a couple of them bad boys right there. Good to see you, brother. For all you latecomers, man, ain't nothing really happening over here in Fort Worth, Texas. We're just sitting here smoking a turkey on the smoking a turkey. Listen to me. We're smoking a pork shoulder here on the Weber Kettle Gold Series 22-inch kettle. Got a couple of splits of Texas post oak in there, and we've got some B&B lump charcoal in there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Terry. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. I haven't been around lately. I've been dealing with some shit, but I moved into the new place. Everything is as it should be. I'm very, very glad to see all you guys, all 9 of you. Thank you for coming in tonight. Me and the dogs are just hanging out, smoking a cigar, drink a little moonshine. We're glad to have you guys here with us. Glad to have you guys here with us, man. I really am happy to see you guys. You all seem to be doing very well. I'm very happy. I'm happy to see you guys. I'll be streaming more videos for you guys, more content this coming year. I don't know that I'll be doing more lives because my experience with lives, it becomes a drama. In the barbecue community, it becomes a drama. He said, she said, bullshit, talk behind people's backs. I'm not that guy. I don't want to be a part of that. So I may or may not be doing more lives, but I will be doing more video content, more fun stuff, more camera angles. I will be getting some editing software, computers. I've got 2 GoPro cameras I will be bringing into the fold. and we'll be able to do it. We'll be able to do it better for you guys in 24. But again, guys, I'm really doing it for me and close friends who want to see the content. You know, I'm not trying to be the million subscriber guy, because we know that ain't gonna happen. I've been sitting at 600 for over a year, so. But I'm glad y'all are here. I hope you guys got a little snack, a little something to sip on. I wish Dez were here. I'm missing my Dez. I haven't seen Dez in 100 years. I always pop in on our lives and let my presence be known, and then I pop right back out. I don't do the live stream every day. Oh, shit. Low battery, guys. Ooh, we may have to cut this one short. Like I said, I'm just hanging out outside. We're doing an overnight cook. This pork butt's got to go another 7 hours probably. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. That'd be great. Yeah, man. So I'm just really grateful, guys. I'm really grateful y'all are here. I'm grateful to have my own place out here. Virtually no one knows exactly where I live, so nobody can just come over and, hey, man, you got anything in the fridge? Or, hey, man, you got any beer? I had that a lot at the other place. And out here, virtually no one knows where I live. So I live in a very cool little area here. The house is wonderful. It's beautiful. I've got everything I could possibly want. Plug in my phone. Yeah, well, the only thing is, brother. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let me work on that, Tony. If you guys will please excuse me, I'll go get my charger cable and extension cord. And I see that I've got an outlet here. I don't know if it works, but we'll try it. If you guys will just hang out and wait, I'll be right back. What do you want, Starsky? You want to go inside? We need to get some more moonshine, don't we? Let's go get some more moon liquor. If we're going to stay on the live stream, let's go get some more moon liquor. Come on. There you go. Y'all getting hungry? Oh, come on. You don't want to eat? Okay. Okay, guys, I got my charger, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and hopefully, I found an extension cord. Hopefully, this AC plug-in thing will work over here. This outlet will work, hopefully. Okay, let's see if we. It doesn't show if it is. There's Des. Hey, Des, how are you? Good to see you, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. Hey, it's okay. I didn't put a reminder up, Des. It was a last minute thing. So I'm doing a cook out here on my Weber kettle grill. I'm doing a sponsored video cook. So I figured while this is cooking, I have 8 hours. I thought I would just come out here for an hour or so and do a live. But we got 10 viewers. So I thought, okay. I was going to log off because my battery was dying, but Tony suggested I go get a charger. So let's see if I can put this table over here. So Tony made the suggestion I go get a charger, and so I did that. And now we are plugged in, and I don't see on my phone where it is charging, but I'm assuming that it is. So, guys, I'm going to go get myself a fresh beverage. I would encourage y'all to do the same. If you need to take a pee break, you can do that. Des, I'm just glad that you're here, sweetheart. You made my night. All of you guys have. All of you guys, all 10 of you. I really appreciate y'all, guys. Let me go get a fresh beverage. I'll be right with you, okay? Okay, I gotta go get something to drink. Okay, guys, I am back. And as you guys know from previous live streams, let's catch up with the chat here. Jerry saying hello. Yeah, get Jamie on there, Purple. Okay, well, if she can get on there, that'd be great. Haven't seen her in a while. Guys, from years current or past, you guys know I'm a big fan of the Tennessee Hills Corn Liquor Moonshine, brand new bottle that the sponsor of tonight's video. In fact, I keep going back to him because he takes care of the barbecue rock star. Let's get a little pop. Here's to you guys, all 11 of y'all. Salute. That's only 120 proof, so that's not 180 proof stuff. Woo! I got a little Coke back here, so. Woo! Guys, I used to do moonshine with a beer back, and then I got too drunk, so turning over a new leaf for 2024. I figure if I'm going to drink moonshine, Coca-Cola, actually original Coca-Cola, kind of Does me a little bit better. Sure thing, Des. I will certainly do that. And anybody else that Eddie, I feel great. I feel better than I have in a long time. Uh, Let me address Des real quick, though, guys. If you guys want my new address, um, my email, if you don't already have it, is on my About page. You can send me an email. It's John Dees, JOHNDEES, M as in Michael, B as in boy, L as in Larry at yahoo.com. Where it's on my About section on my page, and I will definitely give you my new address. Now, Eddie, I will tell you, young man, I'm feeling better than I have in probably about a year. Not necessarily physically, but definitely mentally. I feel fresher. I feel more invigorated. I'm starting basically a new life. The girlfriend and I, we broke up. I don't know why we're something about me, man. Chicks don't stick around very long, man. Yeah, I guess the heavy duty form or something, you know. But you know, y'all know how that is. I'm pretty hardcore at certain things, certain aspects of a relationship. I'm pretty hardcore about. We're not gonna go any deeper into it than that, but pardon the pun, deeper. Well, anyway, y'all know what I mean. Purple, you would certainly know what I mean. Only because you are a very smart woman, and you know, and Des, you too. So yeah. So anyway, guys, yeah. Oh, geez, my dog wants back in. Hold on. Okay, go on in there, sweetheart. I swear, if I got paid for every time I let my dogs in and out of the house, I would be a pretty wealthy individual. So yeah, Luis, I will tell you that I was wrong about one thing so far as it pertains to this cook. Well, Devil Dog, send them my name, address, and pertinent information, would you please? Because I'm looking for a little companionship, if you know what I mean. I'm in great shape physically, mentally, and you know, I'll probably take care of one or two at a time. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. uh, yeah, so I'm full of myself these days, guys. I'm feeling really well. I'm feeling good, Eddie. Thank you for asking. And the ex-girlfriend and I are still friends. We're still on a very friendly basis. I just spoke with her this morning. It was either this morning or yesterday morning. We're still very friendly. I still have some of my stuff over there. I need to go get some clothes and stuff like that. Her daughter washed a bunch of my blankets that I need to go pick up over there yet, and a couple things in the garage still. So she only lives about 5.2 miles from here. She is one of the very few people who've been here who actually know where I live. Oh, I'm telling the truth, Purple. I'm telling the truth, Mama. Preach it, Mama. Um, by the way, guys, I've lost 12 freaking pounds, man. Uh, I actually don't throw up when I get out of the shower. I look at myself in the mirror. I used to throw up, but now I just throw up in my mouth a little bit instead of all over the sink, countertop, and all that. But it's getting better. I figure if I lose another 10 pounds, I'll get down to a size 30-inch waist again. And with my shoulders, with my weight, yeah, whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares. I'm in Fort Worth, Eddie. I'm in Fort Worth, Watauga, which is a suburb of Fort Worth. I am simply a little bit northeast of Fort Worth, but I'm actually, my address reads Fort Worth. It does not read Watauga. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do one night, guys, is I'm going to uh, do a video. I'm going to go down to Cowtown, down there around downtown Fort Worth, the Stockyard area, and I'm going to do a my GoPro shoots in 4K, so I'm going to try to do a 4K video of several of the like the Drover Hotel, Cattleman's Steakhouse. Probably have dinner there. Some of these historic places that people only hear about, they don't get to see. I've only been to these places a couple of times, so I have to uh, probably Uber over there because I'll be probably drinking and maybe smoking and whatever. So shoot some good video there and spend the night. I'm wanting to spend the night in a couple of the old haunted hotels there that are down there and give you guys some good content of the historical sides of Fort Worth. Maybe even go to the zoo. Oh, your dad lives in Fort Worth. Where at? I'm over 50. Just stay healthy. Yeah. Well, no, I'm saying, Des, I think I got my second win. I think that, sorry about the airplane, guys. I think that, to be honest with you, other than my back, my hips, I feel very healthy. I'm going to the doctor like 3 days a week or the dentist or some shit, and all my vitals are great. My blood pressure is great. I went from 7 medications down to 3. I'll say that again in English. I went from 7 meds post-surgery down to 3, and I'm hoping to get off those 3 this year. Of course, I'll have to have both hip surgeries first, and I'll probably go back up to 7 meds and have to wean off of those. But hopefully by this time next year, guys, I can be med-free. Prior to my back surgery, I wouldn't even take an Advil if I had a headache or a hangover. I would just tough it out. So mind over matter, Eddie, right? Isn't that what we were taught, right? Mind over matter. So if you don't mind, it don't matter, right? All right, my dog wants out. Come on. Come on. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. There you go. So, yeah, I've got my dogs right behind me on the couch out here, guys. I've got a nice little living room set up out here. The only thing missing, of course, is my big smoker. Yeah, Des, and I'm sorry, Des, that and Devil Dog too. On y'all's lives, I do lurk. Sometimes I make my presence known. I'll say something, and then I'll pop right back out, and I'll go away. I guess I have a certain amount of vanity to myself, whereby if I don't feel good, I don't present myself to public. You guys are seeing me in my home. I have not had a shower today. My hair is not pinned back. I'm in my pajamas, right? And I'm in my bathrobe and I'm cooking a pork shoulder. You guys are seeing me at my absolute worst with my glasses on, my ball cap on, and all that. Um, but y'all are like friends and family, so I really don't care. When I go to Target, this is what I look like. When I go to Kroger, this is what I look like. I go to Tom Thumb, this is what I look like. I don't go out to shows much anymore. I don't go out to try to impress anyone. I got several restaurants around here. Sycamore School, I know exactly where that is. I'm sorry that he's no longer with us, brother. Oh, Des, okay, you get $5. I've still got your address. I'll send you the $5, Des. Thank you very much. Anybody wants to give me compliments? Hey, I got a $5 bill, so no, man. I just feel good, guys. I feel like I'm valid now. I feel like I have something to say that's constructive. I was a little butthurt about all the people backstabbing me on YouTube last year or this year and last year. I'm over all that now. I don't care about those people. Those people are not for me. The people who are for me are going to stick around with me. I just have to be more positive and be more. I look smoking. Yeah, I do, don't I, Eddie? Oh, this is only one of the things y'all see me smoke. I'm smoking a pork butt and, well, that other thing, you don't want to know about that. Yeah, man, I'm very relaxed, man. Give you your $5. You got it. You got it, Eddie. You got it, brother. Anytime, bro. Anytime. And I already got your address. By God, I might come down there and take one of them dogs off of you. Yeah, guys, but seriously, man, I'm glad you guys are here, man. There's 15 of y'all. Wow. I feel very honored. I really do. Even the ones that are not commenting, thank you for being here. Makes me feel good, guys. It really does. I'm very much in my element here. I've had to stay out of the public here in Dallas Fort Worth for about a year now, kind of get my head straight again. I got a little bit of a big head when I was out playing music. I haven't played in over a year, by the way. I have not played out live. Now, I have stood up, got on stage and played a song or two with bands, but my band is defunct now. Rocket Queen DFW is no longer, in the short term at least. My Own Prison, you guys will be seeing some of the video upload on YouTube, probably the second quarter of 2024. There's a Creed tribute band. I will be second guitarist, and luckily enough, we have a band full of great singers, so you won't see me singing very much because we have, choir quality singers in this band, which would relegate me just to second guitar, which I'm best at. Hey, man, I'm the dude. I'm the Big Lebowski. You know, I'm not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude, or El Duderino, or the duder. I'm the dude. Speaking of which, the dude needs a sip of his sody pop. Y'all join me, and anybody that's got something to drink, will you please join me? Please join me in a sip. At the count of 5, right? Hold on, we're not counting yet. Guys, you guys know I keep my moonshine in the freezer, so I don't know if you could see that, but that is frozen, guys. That is, or the glass is frozen. Moonshine doesn't freeze, but I love that sound. Guys, anybody's got something to drink? Tony, I know you got a cold beer out there in your RV or your tent or wherever you are, but anybody's got anything to drink? I'm just glad to see all 14 of y'all are here. I lost somebody, but they're lost. Here we go. Let's have a little sip. Golly. Oh, man. Woo, that's good. Woo, that's good. You guys, the first thing I taste is not the alcohol. It's the sweet corn. It's corn. Oh, that's so good. And I don't mean like buttered corn that you cook in a saucepan, but corn like, Jack Daniels and Jim Beam, before they put it in charred oak barrels, it starts out as moonshine, liquor. That's what liquor starts out as, is corn liquor. That's what Jack Daniels and all that's made out of, or mash, or it's a rye whiskey or corn whiskey. I'm drinking corn whiskey. It's just Jack Daniels that hasn't been put into charred oak barrels. So it's the same thing. It just doesn't have the vanilla notes. It doesn't have the caramel notes. It doesn't have that smoky flavor. It's not brown, but it's 120 proof, where Jack Daniels is only 80. So there you go. You going inside, baby? And quite honestly, guys, because I was on so many meds, ice cold is best. Tony, you're right. Thank you. Hey, you know what, Madwood? Ain't nobody hating you, brother. Ain't nobody hating you. Matter of fact, big respect. Big respect. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you. Because I'm not on near as many meds as I can drink now. I wasn't drinking very much for the better part of this year because I was on so many heavy non-narcotic, non-steroidal medications, but they were still. I had the gastrointestinal or the esophageal problem I told you guys about. I thought I was going to die from that, to be quite honest with you. I've jumped out of helicopters and airplanes. Eddie can tell you about that. But I never thought I was going to die from that. Spy rigging at 600 feet over in the triple canopy jungle. Never thought I was going to die from that. Getting shot at by NPA snipers. Didn't really think I was going to die from that. But I thought I was going to die that night. I went to that early morning, I was picked up by ambulance and taken to the ER. I thought I was going to die, guys. And that scared me. So I didn't drink for a while after that. And I modified my diet, guys. I'm eating a very clean, whole foods type of diet now. And I'm just feeling really good. I really wish I could read these comments. Yeah, diet is everything, guys. And I figured, I think I've told this to y'all before. I didn't think I was going to live this just by lifestyle alone. I just didn't, chasing wild women, man, and living at the casino. That should get a man old. You know what I'm saying? But I got to tell you guys, I'm settled down now. I'm off most of my meds. I do drink here and there. I don't drink very much, but when I do, it's for special occasions, such as what we're doing right now. Looks like a few people dropped off the chat. That's okay. 4 drinks a year. That's it, Des? 4 drinks. Now, come on, Des. I know for a fact that ain't true because you were drinking, excuse me, I can't remember what it was drinking back when I was doing live streams. You said you had a sip of something, and you were doing live streams like every night. So you were drinking at least once every other live stream. So I don't know about 4 drinks a year. Your calendar year must only be like a week long. I don't know, but oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, right, Tony. I'm with you, Tony, on that. Ooh, shot of Jaeger. That's some serious shit. Serious shit there, Purple Jaeger. Ooh, that's like Vicks cough syrup, isn't it? Guys, I'm gonna go over and check the progress on our pork butt. I'll be right with you. Okay. Well, the pork butt is cooking. It's starting to dry out around the edges and the top. I do smell the smoke. I don't see it, but I do smell it, and it is that one corner of the split. Now, guys, these are splits about this big around. They're not little. I should use chips in there, and I should use the little chunks, but I didn't have any, so I didn't feel like getting my radial saw out and cutting these down. But these are actually split. Hey, Josh, how are you, brother? Good to see you, man. Cough syrup in Germany, yeah. So, Josh, what's happening, brother? You doing okay? Long time no see, man. I thought maybe I had dookie on my shoes or something. You wasn't coming around. You used to send me flowers and chocolates. Yeah, I ain't seen you in what, in a year? Damn, Josh. Okay, Madwood. Sure thing, Terry. Joshy Poo. You call him Joshy Poo? You've been busy. I hope everything's been good for you, Josh. I hope that things are calm and zen filled days in your life, bro. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck, but I just hope you're doing good, bro. Good to see you here at least. We got 10 in the house. I appreciate each and every one of y'all being here, man. I wasn't even thinking about going this long, to be honest with you. I was just going to come on and pop up and scare the hell out of a few people and then haul ass. But Tony made me go get my charger, so I guess we're going to hang out. It's a beautiful night out here in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm going to guess mid 60s still at this hour, whatever hour that is. I have no idea. But it's very comfortable out here. Josh, we've got a pork butt smoking over on the Weber kettle over here and having a couple libations with some good friends. You're still scared, Tony? You don't need to be scared, baby. Not unless we're sharing a sleeping bag. Then you might need to be scared. Who's a grandpa, Des? Is it who's a grandpa? Josh, are you grandpa, Josh? Des, you better be scared, especially if you look below your desk and you see my head. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I didn't say it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Florida's halfway across the country. You know that wasn't me. Oh, you are, Joshua? Congratulations, dude. That was funny, Des. You got to admit, I made you laugh. If I could just make Tony Zamboni laugh, I've accomplished my mission for tonight. But in the meantime, Josh, this is for you, buddy. Since I ain't seen you, I'll give you the first pop. Whoo, Josh, little 120 proof corn liquor from Tennessee Hills. Get your pull. Oh, golly, that's good. Ooh. Bad boy Danny, you better get right with it, girl. You know what I'm screaming. Can y'all tell I lost weight in my face? Probably not with this ugly old freaking white beard I got. Don't wait. Can y'all see it? It's all white. It's all gray. It's not even gray. It's white. I tried to put some of that just for men. Shit don't cover gray up, man. Trust me. I do have an outdoor freezer. It's in my garage, Des. But this I keep in the. Oh God! Hold on. I gotta get my Coca-Cola. Hold on. Woo! Yeah, I keep my moon liquor in my freezer in the house so where I can get me a pop in the middle of the night if I can't sleep good. It knocks me out like that right there. And this here, guys, that's just straight up Coca-Cola Classics. All that is. Watered down with a little bit of ice. Ah. Yeah, Tony, I do keep I keep briskets out there. I keep pork chops. Right now, I've got about 15 slabs of ribs out there in the freezer. But like I said, I don't have my pit back here. And ribs, you know, they take up a lot of real estate. So do briskets, so I can't smoke them until I get my pit back here. Well, Josh, you know, it really does, dude. And that's part of my message tonight in this live stream is that I was in a foul mood because people were talking shit about me behind my back on YouTube. And I thought I was going to have to go straighten a couple of people out. To be honest with you, I had a couple of conversations with some people that are very close to me here locally that offered to make a trip to go see a few people and let them know to stop being such dickheads. But I told them, nah, you don't need to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is I've just adopted a healthier attitude and just come to the realization some people are just going to talk trash about you and there's nothing you can do about it and just go on with your life, you know? So, you know, that mountain biking, you know, I picked up mountain biking again, guys. I don't think I ever shared with you guys that when I lived down in Austin for 9 years or 8 years, I think it was, I used to be a cross country mountain bike guy. And I haven't ridden a mountain bike in almost 20 years. And so I took my bike into the shop here locally and they are refurbishing it, getting the shock absorbers aired back up and getting oh, have you really, Josh? Oh, wow. Purple. Congratulations. So yeah, guys. So what I'm going to do instead of going to the casino and losing all my money like I've been doing the last couple 3 years, I'm going to get back into to mountain biking. I'm going to. That sounds very fucked up, really, when you think about it. I got both hips replaced, but I've got to get cardiovascular back into my regimen, and I can't jog. I can't do a lot of the stuff. I can't lift weights anymore because of my joints and all that. Um, so I'm going to start mountain biking on. There's a lot of parks around here and trails that are like concrete walking paths. I'm going to start using those and getting when my hips are done. Of course, that's going to be part of my rehab is doing some very light, non-extreme mountain biking, and then as my hips heal, and depending on my progress as my rehab and all that goes, I'm going to get back into MTB, which is mountain biking, as far as trails in the woods go, uphill, downhill, cross country stuff again. Um, uh, and That's going to be another thing that's going to help me stay in better shape as I get older. You know, now that I'm retired, I don't have to go climb trees and carry chainsaws all over the Metroplex anymore to make a living. I figured I'd go stay in shape with the mountain biking. So that's part of what I want to do. So I don't know if any of you guys like to mountain bike, but it's a great way for build up your endurance, keep your lungs in good shape, keep your heart in good shape, and all of that. So I don't know if you guys like to mountain bike or road bike or any of that, but it's really cool. Looks like we got 12 in here. Yeehaw, baby. Yeehaw, Terry's back, y'all. Terry said I'm back. By golly, Terry's back, y'all. Terry, you cooking anything tonight, man? Or did you cook anything this weekend? Cigars get a little tangy. 8-year-old aged Nicaraguan tobacco ain't nothing better. Oh, she did. Okay, cool, Terry. No, I know you're not eating it, but I know that pine pitch would smell good. You know, when I was a kid in Alabama, we used to make forts out of pine straw. We had all these big, tall pine, pole pine over there, and we would take the pine needles when they started falling, and we would build up walls. Hey, Sue, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. And we used to burn the pine cones. We used to have a small little fire inside the fort that would make out of these dried pine needles, right? Not that smart, but we never caught the place on fire. What we'd do is we'd take plywood and we'd make a roof, and then we'd put more pine needles on top of that. And we'd build basically a little house. And, you know, they would last until some kid came and kicked them over, rode their bike through it or whatever. But yeah, those were good times. We used to burn those pine cones. They smelled really good as we burned those. The dried ones, they pop open, you throw them in the fire. Beautiful. Let me check my pork over here, guys. I'll be right back. I had to blow on my fire over there. It wasn't really I was at 200 degrees. That's definitely not going to cook a pork butt, is it? Hey Terry, I don't think you were in here earlier when I told the group that I was doing so I'm on the Weber Kettle 22-inch Gold Series, and I'm doing the snake method, right, all the way around the outer circumference of the bottom of the kettle. Doing the snake method. Started it with 2 tumbleweeds. I've got 2 splits of Texas post oak in there, and vents are wide open, right? Cross drawing, right? So bottom smoking up over the meat like that. And I just don't think it's going to cook all the way through. I will be double nickels, Des. I will be 55 years old. And I don't feel a day over 5,000 years old. I feel like this is at least my third go around. I've been doing a lot of research on reincarnation and things like that. And as a Christian, right, growing up in a Baptist church my whole life, as a child, a lot of the Bible thumpers will tell you that there's no such thing in reincarnation. I don't believe that. I really don't. If reincarnation were not possible, how is it that Jesus is going to come back on earth again if reincarnation is not possible? Now, the Bible tells us Jesus is coming back as in the flesh. How's that possible if reincarnation is not possible? People say there's no such thing as ghosts. Well, the Bible calls the Holy Trinity Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I didn't make this stuff up, folks. So I do believe that this is I think it's my third go around. And as crazy as that sounds, I really do may have to add more charcoal. I may have to. I've got those flaps, Terry, that flip up on either side of the grate. I may do that. I may. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. It's a great idea. I thought about doing that. You're on 7, Tony. Okay, well, cool. So, I'd be interested in visiting with you more about that on a personal phone call sometime, Tony. If you're not joking, you may be joking. I don't know, but I very much have come to the realization that this is not my first go around. There's no way I can feel how I feel. Excuse me. Think like I think and know what I know without it being here at least one other time. There are worldly people, old souls, there are young souls. I believe, my personal belief, old souls are the ones who have served another capacity before they were born. I don't want to get into religion and all that, but I just think that keeping religion out of this, I do believe that some people don't get it right the first time. They come back as a spirit form, or they come back in the flesh. Spirits, guys, ghosts, all they are is people without a flesh body. And that's scientifically proven. So ghosts are real. So if ghosts are real, how come people can't be reincarnated, right? People say, oh, you can't be reincarnated. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. And I don't think I was a redneck guy from Texas or Florida or whatever, my other lives. I don't. I think at one point I might have been in World War II or Civil War or the War 1812. I believe I was a soldier. One of my lives. In my second life, I believe I was an animal. And the only reason I feel like I was an animal, not a human, is because I am so in tune with animals. I don't joke much. Okay, that's cool. And not about this. Well, that's big respect, Tony, because very, very few people I talk to believe me when I say that I don't think this is my first go around, especially when I tell them I think I was an animal during one of those 3 lives. And I don't know why I say 3, because I've had too many deja vu moments, right? Native Americans, for example. I have a lot of Native American, Osceola Indian and Seminole Indian, right, being from Florida. I'm very in tune with the Native Americans. I don't believe I was one, but I believe I had interactions with them at some point, which makes me very in tune to their belief systems. I've done a lot of research on the Osceola tribe, for example. And I don't believe I was one, but I do believe I was associated with them or some sort of Native American at some point. I might have been a Peruvian Indian for all I know. I don't know. But I've just had a lot of moments when now, see, Terry, that's very interesting. See, guys, we've opened up a very good topic here. It's really interesting, right? It's a very deep subject. I don't know that I haven't done enough research to know that scientists from MIT have proven or disproven it. All I know is people I've spoken with think I'm literally bonkers for thinking this, but very few people I've ever spoken with, if any, ever believe in reincarnation. I mean, seriously believe it, like they've done it, right? A couple of people that I know do believe they were reincarnated, and then now two more, Terry and Tony. So I think it's a very cool topic to talk about. Um, I think it's very, very cool. Let me go add some charcoal, Terry, because I think that's a really good idea. Hold the phones, guys. Hi, son. Hi, sweet boy. Hi, sweet boy. Guys, I'm going to go wash my hands. I don't know if y'all could see that, but that is what lump charcoal will do to your hands. So let me go wash my hands. Can you go help me? Come on. Go help me. Go help me. Now, guys, most of y'all know I'm a foodie from way back, man. I used to sell food for a living for 20 years of my life. If you guys have never had prosciutto di Parma from Italy, you really should try this. This is a cured meat. It is aged with salt packed around. It's a hog leg, right? A pig's leg. In Italy, they hang them in smokehouses, but they're not smoked. They're cured with salt and spices. And that's all this is. It's never been cooked. It's just cured meat. And if you've never tried it, this stuff, guys, you put a little bit of Parmesan Reggiano, which I do have in there. Put a bite of that in your mouth and a bite of this. Nothing better. My dog here, Starsky, wants some, don't you? You can't have it. It's too salty. You're my best friend. Guys, I'm going to show you my best friend on the planet. His name's Starsky. He's my barbecue boy. Every barbecue I've ever made that he's been alive, he's been a part of. He's my buddy. He's getting a little bit older, but man, he's still with me. You were a good boy. Wow, Terry, that's pretty intense, dude. Really purple. See, guys, See, guys, had I not even opened my mouth, we wouldn't even be sharing these ideas. And none of you guys probably knew this about each other. So this is really cool that we can talk about something that's non-offensive to people, that, but yet very interesting and very real. So I'm glad that you guys are, you feel comfortable enough with each other to discuss that, because that's really cool. And actually, to be honest with you, the animal I believe I was either a gray wolf or a brown wolf. I do believe that I was a wolf. And I don't know why. I think it's because the domestic canines, the dogs that we now have as pets, they are descendants of the wolf. And that's why I do believe that I was a wolf. Cats, I don't really have a lot in common with. I've owned cats. I've had cats as pets. Didn't really bond with them near as much as dogs. Dogs are just, you can see, like I had 4 dogs in my house this weekend. I was dog sitting 2 of them. You can just see that 4 dogs that have never been together before, within 24 hours, are all laying in a circle with their butts inward and their faces outward. Right? So 4 dogs didn't know each other prior to them coming over here on Thursday. They would lay in an outward position, Eddie, like you and I would set up an ORP, right, where our line of fire would be outboard. Well, these dogs, their faces were outboard, and it's almost like they were guarding each other. And I just think that's really cool. So your dog's as big as a wolf. Ha! I love dogs, man. I love them. I love them more than people, and I love people a lot. So that's why I just believe that somehow or other I'm akin to a dog or a wolf or something. I might have been a mangy old mutt that nobody wanted. Hell, I don't know. But I love them. I just think their hearts are so pure. They're smarter than we are. Their awareness is so much more than ours. Their sense of smell. Wow, Des. 5 Purple Hearts. Jeez, he's a lot of bullets and shrapnel in him. Was he a Marine, Des? I believe he was. If you're talking about dress blues, he's either got to be Air Force or Marine. In Air Force, he wouldn't have a Purple Heart most likely unless he got shot down from an airplane. So he'd have to be a Marine. Air Force are not a fighting force, not on the ground anyway. Navy has the SEALs, which are Army, of course, does, and of course the Marines do as well. But I think the Air Force and the Coast Guard are the only ones that are not. Well, then he would have dress greens, I believe. My dad was in the Army. He was a pilot. His were dress greens. Then he was a badass. Paratroopers, yeah, man, they're sent into some pretty bad positions sometimes. Yeah, paratroopers. There's my dad actually worked for the 82nd Airborne out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, which is where I lived when I was a young kid. And he used to fly and drop them out for both in Nam and as training at Fort Bragg. So. That's terrible. You know, Eddie, my dress blues, which, as you know, are very expensive to have made, they're custom tailored for you. My dress blues were in a friend of mine's storage unit when I was moving from Austin back up here to Dallas 20 years ago. I put a lot of my stuff, including a Bandera smoker, but my dress blues were in there as well, and a bunch of other stuff. And he didn't pay the rent on a storage locker, and they repoed it and they sold all the shit off. So my dress blues are gone forever. And I didn't have a lot of ribbons and medals. I was only in 3 years and 2 months. So I didn't have a lot of, the only medals I had was expert, 3rd award, both with pistol, and rifle. And the only ribbons I had were good conduct and overseas ribbons. So that's all I had. So. Now, Terry, if you're still in the chat, brother, I did put 3 or 4 more pieces of coal and I blew on it to get it started. I mean, the chain's already, it just smolders, right? That's why it goes so slow. But I am getting more smoke now from the split. So I do think that helps. So thank you for that. I thought that's what I would have to do. Again, my first time, I'm a rookie at this. So my first time doing anything smoked on the Weber. And I still don't think it's going to cook all the way through. But it is burning very slow. I'm only about this far from start to where I'm at now. I'm only that far along. So again, not my favorite way to smoke something, guys. You know, I've got one of the pits most guys would love to have, but unfortunately I screwed myself and got one that's too damn big to move. The moving company didn't even want to touch it. They had to do a addendum to the move when I moved from Keller over here where I'm at now. They charged me an extra $125 to touch it because of the weight. It's like moving a pool table or a piano. They charge an extra $125 just to touch it. And that was a liability thing. So the pit is just too damn big to move. So I screwed myself on both height and weight. I didn't think it through. I thought, you know, I'd be in my forever home by now. I would never have to move it again. But alas, here we are. But it cooks better than anything I've ever cooked on. When you have a 1/2-inch plate steel firebox that you can damn near ball yourself up in, Terry, and fit inside of it, right? That's how big this firebox is. I mean, you can't really get in there, but you know what I'm saying? It's a 1/2-inch plate. It's not insulated. It doesn't have the concrete interior. It's just one plate of steel, but it's a 1/2 inch thick. And it's, I don't know, it's 3.5 by 3.5, whatever it is. That's a lot of weight just for the firebox, man. Man, Starsky never stops running the perimeter. At 11 years old, that dog never stops. Every car that drives by that fence, he's out there. He wants to check it out. All right, that cigar's over with. When the cigar's over, that means one thing, guys. Another pop of the icy cold goodness. Cheers. Golly, that's good. Oh, man. Ooh, ah, man. Whew. Now, if you ever had a cavity in your mouth and you drink that moon liquor, that'll heal that cavity right up, I guarantee. And you notice I haven't had anything back either. I'm taking it like a man. I don't think Eddie could do that. He's one of them avionics guys anyway. I don't think he could do it. Eddie, are you still there? Did I put you to sleep? Guys, we're down to 7. Where's everybody going? Are y'all going to bed early on me? What are y'all doing? I'm just now catching my wind. Where's everybody at? I'm not seeing any chatter. Get up there. Get up there. Good boy. Good boy, son. Ooh, I'm starting to see more smoke come around the. Terry, we've gone up 20 degrees since I put those extra pieces of lump in there, dude. I was seeing smoke coming out of the where the lid goes on. I guess I just didn't have it screwed on all the way, but I'm starting to see a little bit of smoke coming out of there, and a better lick of smoke coming out of the vent. So that's good. Tony says he's still here. Tony, drinking that cold beer out there? I'm thinking about it. I might have to go get me some coffee. You better go inside for a little while. It's getting a little chilly out ya. My hair's getting long, guys. Look at this shit. Look like Goldilocks coming down through there. Starsky was a race car driver. No, I don't think so. But I do think he's an old soul dog. I think planning your next adventure. Tony, you have the life I think that we all wish we had, brother. You're like a nomad, a vagabond, a wanderer. Call me what you will. Yeah, I think you're living a life. I can only speak for me, but you're living a life I wish I was. If I was in better health, I'd be doing it. Of course, I don't really have the financial wherewithal to do it. Well, I guess I could. I could sell off everything, and I've got a big ass Toyota Tundra truck. I could get me a little teardrop camper or some bullshit. But I like creature comforts. You can see by my patio furniture. I like good quality furniture. I like comfortable, Stearns and Foster bed in there. I like to have a little moon liquor. I like to be comfortable. You sold everything? Yeah. Most people do, living on the road ain't cheap, man. It's not. You can make it whatever you want it to be, I'm sure, but I don't think it would be inexpensive. And I know you got your wife and I know you have at least one son, Tony, and I don't think I know of it. You probably have more family than that, but I know you got the one son, Tony. How many more people you got in tow over there? And you got the dog. I don't know how many dogs you got. You got at least one dog. Time for a little bit of water back. Ooh. $375. That's a lot of family, Tony. Oh, so it's 2 dogs, you and the wife. Okay. $375 is your rent. Man, that's cheap, dude. I'm paying $2,100 a month for my house. And I don't even own it. I'm renting it. $2,100. But it's a badass custom built house. It's small. It's only 1,550 square feet, but it's tall ceilings. It's very, 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 it's double pane windows, very efficient. I got my first electricity bill. Now, granted, we've been having very mild weather. My first electricity bill was like $27. My gas bill was higher than that. My water bill was higher than that. My internet bill was higher than that. But yeah, man. So my outlay here is about $3,000 a month, I guess. You can live rent and bill free. Yeah, you could, Tony. BLM. I know you've been on a lot of BLM properties, and a lot of those have like no overnight camping, and some of them are like 30 days, but you got to have a pass. And unless you went out to Quartzsite, you can live there for like 6 months, but then you got to move and then come back. And I looked into all that a couple of years ago when I thought I was going to do it. But then I talked to some people who had been out to Quartzsite, and they're like, you don't want to live out there. So I thought, okay, well, I won't go live out there then. And to be honest with you, I've seen enough of the world that I don't feel the need to travel that much. Like you're moving all the time. Although if I had more money, I would, if I didn't have these dogs, I would travel more. But if it were just me here, and one day it will be, and then perhaps I'll get out and just drive around and see more of the U.S. I've lived in 7 or 8 states. You love Quartzsite? Well, I know that there's different areas. Courtside's very, 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 very big. I watch a lot of the YouTube channels, Cheap RV Living with Bob, whatever his name is, the old man looks like Santa Claus. I watch a lot of his stuff. I think he's a pretty reputable channel to watch. Um, but the RVs that I would buy, because I don't have a whole lot of money, and I wouldn't want to have a mortgage on one, I'd want to pay cash. Um, I can't buy what I want. Again, I need comfort. I need some room around me. And I would be relegated to a 16 or 18 footer, and that's just not going to work for me. My truck will pull a 16 or 18 footer. That's about as far as my truck's going to pull it. So I know that you have a bigger one. You have a puller, a pusher, whatever they call them. You got a big ass RV, but I wouldn't be able to afford something like that. And quite honestly, I wouldn't want to drive one that big, towing a vehicle behind me, towing my truck or whatever. I just wouldn't want to do that. I just don't like driving that much, I guess. But maybe one of these days I'll get out and travel more. Who knows? There's a lot of places, Tony, that I want to see. I could take my barbecue pit up. Shit, Jerry, I can't move the sumbitch from my garage to my backyard. How am I going to tote it around? That sumbitch weighs 1,700 pounds. Golly, that thing weighs half as much as my Toyota Tundra pickup. Okay. And it's on little 5-inch caster wheels that are non-inflatable. They're just like epoxy resin wheels that are on a steel caster kind of thing. I mean, there's no way I could tote that thing around. I would have to get a trailer. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. But then you're talking about another registration fee, every year. And although my registration is free on my vehicle, I don't pay a dime. My driver's license is free every 5 or 6 years or whatever. It's free. Yeah, I would need a trailer. Yeah. But if I'm going to live on the road, I'm not going to worry too much about barbecue. And I'd want to go eat out at the local restaurants, Yeah, Tony, you could, because I've seen you out in those tents and those lean-tos and all that. And I mean, I could. I mean, Tony, really and truly, if I just got over myself, yeah, I could do it too. But dude, at my age and my body the way it is, man, I mean, I just no, man, I gotta have a soft, warm bed to sleep in at night. And I don't like the rain if it's raining out. I'm just a wimp. I'm just a wimp anymore. So. But guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm going to go inside and go take a shower. I haven't had a shower yet today, so I really appreciate you guys joining me tonight. It was really good to see all y'all again. And I need a hammock. I need a lot of things, Tony. I used to have a killer hammock that was made in Hawaii. It was all cotton. It was rope. It was interwoven. And it was on 2 chains. I used to have it between 2 cottonwood trees in my backyard. But yeah, guys, I'm going to call it for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It's good to see you guys. I'll stay in touch with y'all. And next time I go live, which to be honest, I'm not going to do a lot of lives, but I will put up a notification. As long as you got your bell icons turned on my channel, you'll get those notifications. But Terry, Dez, Tony, Josh, all you guys, Purple, so good to see all y'all, man. I really appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. It's really nice to catch up with you guys, and be looking for my video, this cook. However it turns out, guys, I should have it uploaded by Tuesday, mid-afternoon, I'm guessing. So if you want to see how this turned out with the finished product and all, and how I treat that finished product, please do tune in Tuesday mid-afternoon. It should be uploaded by then. So thanks, y'all. Thanks a million. Appreciate y'all very much. Thumbs up for everybody out there. Appreciate y'all, and we'll see you soon. Okay? Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.